This is a training ride I like to do in Zurich pretty often. It's fast and flat. It's about 50 miles and 1,600 feet of elevation. I just turned on to Zürichsee. That was Tiefenbrunn that we just passed, and I'll cruise along on Zürichsee for quite a while. One of the great things about this road is that it has a dedicated cycle lane all along it. This is the village of Kusnacht that we are just coming through. But beautiful villages on Sundays. There's not a whole lot of traffic, and I was riding on Sunday. And if you head south, you've got the lake on the right-hand side, as you can see. Here I catch up with the guy. There's always a lot of riders out on this road. I'm gonna take a little look behind me. Car goes by. A nice safe pass. And give a wave to the rider on the left that just passed me. Give a wave to my friend on the right that I just passed. This guy will end up sitting on my wheel for about 20 or 30 minutes until I take a turn off, and he probably ended up going around the rest of the lake. The spot over to my right here, I like that area. You can always stop, get a nice picture. There's another friend I passed, say hello, give him a little wave. It's always nice to give cyclists a wave. And if you don't really feel like riding too hard, you can always just sit on the wheel. You'll see me do that on the way back. I've come off the main road of Zürichsee, and now I'm cruising through some of the villages. I like to do a big loop through some of the local villages. And the nice thing when you're riding in Switzerland, you can get off the main roads and then come through these villages and really be out in the countryside in a few minutes. Some of my favorite back roads here in Zurich. Super calm, not that much traffic, nice scenery. Zurich. Hola, cool. group of riders waiting for their friend. Give them a friendly wave hello. And you can see their friend come up here in a couple of minutes. Where they're coming from is a nice route. I'm doing a little bit of the opposite way, but I'm going to turn to the right here. If I would have gone left, you go down a really sharp descent, but their friend was probably a little slow coming up that hill. It's about a 11-12% incline. It's a really short kicker, but it'll get you. Back onto Zürichsee, just going the opposite way, so I'm headed north right now. Ran into this fast guy. We're probably going about 40k right now on the flats. There's a really big turn for about 10 minutes about this speed, so I'm just going to take a free ride on his wheel. Today was really an easy zone 1, zone 2 endurance recovery day for me, so really no reason to do a whole lot of effort, but since he's doing a lot of the work, I will pull a half turn here in a couple minutes. Here we almost had a little disaster. A car was pulling out of some construction site. They weren't really paying too much attention to what they were doing, so we went around it. And then my friend's gonna, after he does another big turn, he's gonna pull off, ask me for a turn. I'll give him a little half effort. He's now about to pull over. Oh no, come up to a stoplight. He's got to unclip. I just kind of slowly roll up to it, so I'm just going to keep going. In a couple of weeks, the World Championships are going to be coming through Zurich, which is really fun. You'll see a bunch of the pro rider and the pro peloton coming through. We've got the Paralympics, juniors, elite men's and women's. Passing a few more riders. Not sure what that guy was doing, just hanging out. Here we are, coming up on another rider. Pass him. Cold today. I could have used gloves. My hands are getting a little bit cold at the end of the ride. Another rider that we're passing. It's always fun to see all sorts of individuals individuals out, fast and slow, of all different age groups. Yep, there you go. Now my friend's done. He's gonna ask me for a turn, so I'll happily give him a turn since he just did a bunch of effort for 10, 15 minutes. I want to kind of do half effort-ish, 250-ish watts plus minus. Coming up on a rider, gonna pass. Look like they might have been on an e-bike. About 10 miles south of where I live, just near Tiefenbrunnen. Person crossing the crosswalk, so they have the right of way, so gotta give them space. Up here after pulling a turn for a while, my friend's gonna come up and pass me. He's gonna tell me he's gotta turn off to the right, so we'll see him do that in a few minutes. But before he does that, gotta go across these railroad tracks. These always scare me because I crashed on some of them last summer. Going a little bit too fast, not paying attention. It was wet out, so really my fault more than anything else. And my friend telling me he's gotta go, so puts up a little bit more speed, comes around me, and then we'll see him turn off, and I'll just keep on cruising along. This guy was really fast, so it was nice to just catch him at free will, not having to do a whole lot of work on a Sunday morning. Ciao, ciao, amigo.